You really have to think about aligning your purpose to the goals of the company that you're working for. And sometimes that can be quite hard, but I would say that every company that you're working for is solving a problem for someone, right? The most aligned, though, that you can get your purpose and your why to link with the mission of the companies that you're working for, the more that is in alignment, the easier it is to show up every day. So, one of the things, I don't necessarily want to scare you to question your company today, but I do actually want you to think about that, because you do need to consider the fact that a fast track to outperforming your peers and high goings is being aligned with your purpose to the companies that you work for. The other thing, and we're all demonstrating this in our own stories, is resilience. And this essentially is the ability to pick yourself up when you've been knocked back down. And in sales, it happens all day, every single day, that you are getting knocked down because of all the rejections, all the pushbacks, deal slippage, not getting maybe promotions that you thought were going to happen, expect to happen, as well as the stuff that's going on in your daily life. There's stuff happening in your personal life outside of the professional, family losses, family ill health, other challenges, war. There's a lot of stuff going on. So, how do you demonstrate grit, right? And how do you ensure that you can just pick yourself up day to day and be able to kind of pursue, no matter how chaotic or how difficult it is? So without a question of a doubt, your resilience is really, really important. The next is optimism. Just put your hand up if you're generally an optimistic person. Okay. So, this is another hard truth, and this is quite an upsetting one. No one else cares if you earn 100k or not, or 200k. No one cares. Literally, your mum and dad don't care. They love you. Your sisters, your brothers, your partner, don't believe them. The reality is your kind of goals matter to you, right? Your earnings goals matter to you. So you have to be positive and optimistic and believe that you can achieve your own goals. You can't look for permission from other people. Oh, no, yeah, it's okay. Jessica, you can go and earn that. I'm giving you permission to be successful. You go do it now. No, you have to give yourself permission. I can earn over 100k. I can be successful. I can earn over 200k. You have to have the responsibility and ownership, extreme ownership over yourself, and be positive and be optimistic. The next high performing trait is, and you're all doing it here today, so it's an easy one. Is continuous learning. And clearly, you're in the room, right? So well done, you've kind of ticked a box. But one of the things that we're going to do later is we're going to think about our skills that we're lacking, weakness. We're not going to be able to solve everything today, but I want you to leave here to think about how you're going to continuously improve aspects of your professional self that you need to work on so that you can get closer towards the goals that you're working on. And again, whose responsibility is it? It's yours. You can't wait for your company to put on a training day. You can't wait for your company to give you enablement. You can't moan because you're not getting enough support from your manager. Forget it. It's your responsibility. And this is the reason why, and there's a few members in the room, like we have the Sales Confidence membership, right? Because I want people to have continuous access to the best of breed content. Because the other thing, unfortunately, that happens though, today's world, we've got access to TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Google. You can spend hours going off on tangents, and is it the most helpful content to help you get there? So you also have to be smart with what you choose to learn. But learning is your responsibility, and that is another high performing trait. And then the final piece, and we've covered this, I'm spelling it wrong, excuse me, I'm not dyslexic, I'm just stupid. So discipline. If you actually decide you're going to do something, then you need to do it. One of the really helpful things is, can you have an accountability partner? So how many of you got an accountability partner? Great. So what is an accountability partner to you?
Someone who knows your goal and will ask you where you stand and how are you progressing towards them.
Great. Right. So someone that you have shared your goals with, that are maybe pursuing something similar, that you can hold each other accountable. So for example, one of the things that we, at one of the levels in the membership at Professional and Premium, we have basically peer group circles where you share what you're pursuing and other people can remind you that you said you're going to do that. But you can do that, like it might be someone from today. So like, look, I heard that you want to hit 100K, well so do I. Why don't we put a call in the diary once a week? We're going to show up and we're going to say what we did that week. It's not someone in your company. It's not just a friend that's not going to be held accountable. It's someone that's pursuing the same direction and goal as you that's going to help you get there. So these really, if you had to like summarize it, is the like, how can you become a top performer? How can you be a high performer? You need to really define your purpose, understand your why, as we talked about. You need to practice being resilient and practice grit and actually responding and picking yourself up when you get rejected. Like, choose to be optimistic. It is a choice. Like, actually choose to be optimistic. Like, it is a choice. Choose to be positive about what you're pursuing. Like, let everyone else knock you back and knock you down. There's so much of that around us. Continue what you're doing today, brilliant, learning, and then think about how you're going to put this into practice from a discipline perspective. Does anybody have any questions? Is this helpful so far? Yeah? Okay.
But the biggest problem is to create a system and to, I think, to highlight what you really need and to do these small parts of planning, you know, like, because when a goal is very big, yeah, you need to do these steps, and it's helped me to, if I have like a big problem, you know, like I'm trying to cut it, you know, like, okay, what I can do here, and to be disciplined, you know, like, it's very important.
Absolutely. So one of the things that we're going to do in the second part of the day is actually capture those priorities, and so you can start pursuing those priorities and thinking what you need to do to impact those things that you want to impact.
James, if I was to make my girlfriend my accountability partner, would that be a bad idea?
Yeah, it would.
Okay, cool.
Right, because suddenly then you're putting pressure on her that, like I said to you, she might not share what you're doing, and also there's an emotional relationship like level there. So like, great that you've got someone, and you know, hopefully she's supportive, I'm sure she is, but I would be someone that you're not emotionally attached with in that way, because you're going to get very frustrated if she doesn't like start doing things that you thought you were going to do. Well, hold on, like, you agreed to be my accountability partner and you just want to go and have dinner. Like, we're supposed to be talking about my sales targets. She said, I'm not interested in your sales targets. You know, so yeah, try and find someone in this room or in the community that like you can work with. So that's that's you know, another action